back again after for a second attempt at trying to take down Ornstein and Smough. I did it or attempted it several times, several dozen times earlier today. And before that, I killed Sir Lautrick, or whatever his name is, the guy who killed the Firekeeper in Firelink Shrine. Killed him, and then moved on to there. Now, yeah, Ornstein and Smough, I have some thoughts. Some really hot takey thoughts in regards to both of them. I gotta be frank. I'm so desperately trying to see what the appeal is about Ornstein and Smough, and on the surface, they are a pretty cool duo to fight. And stylistically, they both look cool. Well, one of them anyway. Smough is about as cool looking as a gold-plated turd, if I may be perfectly honest, but on paper, a double boss where both fight differently from each other, but are balanced in terms of moveset, is good. I've played, Code Vein, I've played Bloodborne, both of which have the whole double boss fight shtick worked out for the most part. For me personally, after spending over an hour trying to kill both of them last time, what doesn't work with Ornstein and Smough for me is that even though one is bigger and one is smaller, and they're both supposed to have different movesets, what doesn't work is that at least one of them can go and pretty much murk you anyway. Like, I get it. Smough is supposed to be the big tank, where his reach is limited. And you have, Ornstein be the smaller, faster one. Problem is Ornstein both of them are broken in their own ways. Like, Ornstein he quicksilvers all over the place, giving you practically no time to react to him whenever he moves. It's like you think you're trying to worry about Smough, but then all of a sudden, bam, he hits you. And also, Smough has his own problems where he will torque his movement even in his charge and hit you anyway. Even if you somehow dodged away from any of his hits, his hitbox is fucking obnoxious, where even if you are 5 feet away from him and you dodged, you saw that you dodged, and even if you landed 5 feet away, completely noticed how far away and you were not seeing things, bam, the fucking air hits you and you're sent flying anyway, just in time for Ornstein to come and gank you anyway. So it's like, yeah, and hell, you'd even hide. There are times where I'd hide behind pillars to heal, and what happens? Ornstein hits me anyway. Smough hits me anyway. It's like no matter what I do, I cannot get away from them, and they just come and gangbang me. And the fact that there are times where there are times where the AI is so fucking random, where at first they'll seemingly be willing to separate so you can go and tackle one at a time. Other times they bunch up and you cannot get them to move away from from each other. So it's like you want to get Smough, but Ornstein is still there siding with him. You want to get Ornstein? No, he hangs back and stays with Smough anyway. So it's like you have it's so fucking random. Like, and here's the other kicker that I learned. Even if you wisely and righteously thought to yourself, I'll just even their health out, so that way, if one dies, the other will have less health than he started. You know, you'd think that'd be a sound strategy, right? You know, you do what you could do in Agni and Rudra in Devil May Cry 3, where, you know, you even want to eat both their healths out, and when one goes, you can go and take out the other one immediately, right? No. In this game, regardless of who you kill first, the other will not only absorb but also their powers, but also get their health back. Yeah, so it does not matter how evenly you try to whittle their health, one of them is going to get their health back anyway. So you might as well not even bother. So, yeah, stylistically, I like Ornstein and Smough, and I don't know why they have the reputation they do. But me personally, I find their fight to be way, way too broken due to badly implemented hitboxes, random ass AI, and just ugh. Like, I honestly fail to understand why people like those two. Like, Ornstein has a moveset that makes him good enough for one fight, not two, not a double boss, because of the fact that he can zip all over the place and throw lightning bolts at you. And you'll notice I'm wearing this armor because it's much lighter. I cannot tank either Ornstein or Smough in my normal armor. My elite armor, too heavy, just slows me down. Same with the Silver Knight and all the other ones. So I pretty much have to go with whatever's lighter. And the shield is pretty much worthless too. Best thing to do that I can do is just do it with both hands on one weapon and just hack at one of them. So I'm going, instead of trying to do both of them at once, I'm just gonna do I'm gonna try and do what I started doing originally, which was finish off one, then go and get to the other one, and that almost worked. There were 2 times where I almost beat in the previous stream where I almost beat Ornstein and Smough. I got rid of Smough twice, leaving Ornstein by himself. And I did better the second time that happened, but he still killed me because I could not get the pattern down because of the fucking camera. Yeah, you see that? You see? That's why I hate Ornstein. Because he pulls that cheap bullshit. And I had to take a break. I was too frustrated to continue on for the millionth time. And I think going after Sir Lautrec didn't help either, so I had to take a break, a dinner break. So here I am. Okay, got him. Skip it. Okay. Oh, come on. That dash is so fucking tiresome. And I'm dead. What the fuck happened? I did not even see him attack me. What the fuck, man? Fucking garbage. You saw that, right? He whacked me into the pillar, and then he He did not do anything. Dead, just like that. I don't know what happened. I don't know. You see why I hate this boss? Because it's random as shit. He did not hit me. I don't know what happened. Like an invisible force field just came and whacked me, and then I was dead, just like that. So yeah, just focus on one of them. Don't even bother trying to even out their health bar, because they're gonna get it back anyway. It's basically a worse version of Agni and Rudra from DMC3. And of course I have to walk all the way back. And I have to deal with these giant turds again. You know, the normal knights I can understand, but why do those two giant spellcaster ones have to be there too? Like, I already killed them. Why can't they count as mini bosses? They're tough enough as it is. And of course he hits me, even though I try to dodge through him like I've done a million times. With every other time. Really? The rubble is what does it? Are you shitting me? Why? What is the point of that? Yeah, fucking rubble killed me. That's what killed me. Not Ornstein, just random rubble from the pillar. God forbid the actual boss actually hits me. No, 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 no. The environment goes and does it anyway. You see why? Look at that. Just a random jab at me. Awful. Awful. So yeah, to anyone who ever says this boss fight is great, yeah. I'm sorry, but I got a middle finger to sell you instead. I'm sorry. And I know, someone's probably going to say, you just suck at the game. To which I say, yes, I know I suck at the game. That doesn't excuse for some of the horse shit that they put into the fight. The Shadow of Yharnam, a trio boss fight, I actually find better than Ornstein and Smough. At least there, all three of them have their own unique movesets. You can isolate any of them and finish them off however you want. You could even argue there's a puzzle aspect to the Shadow of Yharnam in terms of who you should save for last. And even then, all three of them are balanced in their moveset for the most part. And you feel like you actually solved the problem. Well, here it's like, no matter what solution I think I come up with, I get fucked over anyway. So there's fun boss fights, and then there's what the fuck. Why do these giants count as regular enemies? Why can't they just be mini-bosses? Do this again. Oh yeah, hit me, jab me many times over. I fucking hate Ornstein. I fucking hate him. The only reason I'm not going after Ornstein first is because he has the better rewards. Better armor, which is ridiculously expensive, and the fact that you do not get it from beating him is a fucking war crime. Oh no, you gotta get it from a merchant, and it's like 40,000 souls just to unlock any of it. To which I say, fuck you. Why can't he just give me the armor from beating him right now? Like, that's much more fair. Call me old-fashioned, but if I beat a boss, I expect to get all the shit that he's wearing on him ASAP. Not having to farm 1,000,000 souls just to buy what I should have gotten from the get-go. Same with the weapons. Like, come on. Freaking give me his weapon. Why do I have to farm for it? This isn't Monster Hunter, for God's sakes. It's like FromSoft tried to put 1,000,000 game mechanics in one and just could not decide which ones should have been left alone. I'm all for putting in hard work to get good weapons, but why does it have to be so arbitrarily lengthy? Like cutting a monster's tail, like to get more rewards, I get. Saving a certain enemy for last to get his stuff, I get. But pawning it off to some merchant and forcing you to grind for any of it is just like, to me, it's just no. Fuck you. Fuck your busy work. Hell, in friggin' Dragon Age Origins, once you solve the puzzle or whatever, you got the armor. There he goes with his stupid charge. And look at that, they like to bunch up. See that? He does that stupid flash teleport. And the fact that he jumps is also stupid. Come on. He's like 10, 12 feet tall and weighs at 7 tons. Why can he jump like this? I hate Ornstein. I fucking hate him. Oh yeah, just like that. What the fuck, bro? The game literally gets out of the cutscene and he attacked me. Just like that. I could not move. I could not do anything. You saw that, right? The cutscene starts, he hits me, I can't react in time, and he hits me again anyway. Horrible. What a horrible boss. And I'm far from alone in the sentiment. In that I do not think Ornstein and Smough are nearly as cracked up to be. I'm not the only one. Go on Google. Look it up. A lot of people, other people have same grievances as well with how poorly balanced this fight is. Man, I love you. I'm sorry, but Oh, and this is not nearly as balanced as you think it is. Try again. I hate these damn giants. Hate them. Why they can't just put a bonfire in front of the boss gate, I have no idea. It's like the it's like the forest in Bloodborne all over again. I literally could not see him. What the fuck, man? I did not even see the hammer hit me. It didn't hit me. That's what I'm talking about. It's Monster Hunter physics. Oh, you think you dodged out of the way, right? Fuck you. The air from his swipe comes and hits you anyway, even though that makes no fucking sense. No fucking sense whatsoever. Also, can we stop designing games to have bosses where they immediately can attack you as soon as a cutscene ends? Or as soon as you walk through the door to fight him? Because if they can do that, then why? You might as well just give me a cucumber and tell me to go, screw myself with it. It's not hard, it's not challenging, it's just stupid. Ugh. This is Kintaro. This is basically Katsuye Shibata all over again. And you know how much of a pain in the ass that boss was for me in Neo 2. Oh yeah, hit me with your fucking 360 swipe, why don't ya? Piece of shit. You know, why do I bother? Why? Why do I even bother? Why do I bother? There's no point in using a shield either, since the whole... They don't... Since standing still is a death sentence. What the fuck, man? Yeah, somehow he can just stab me right through the fat guy. For whatever reason. Physics be damned. Oh, when I hit a wall, the game punishes me. But when they do it, oh no, they get a free pass. You know, if your game is gonna go hardcore on physics, maybe the rest of the game should, you know, abide by it too, not just the player. If I can't hit a wall, can't hit an enemy without a wall blocking me, then there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to either. It's not being clever, it's just bad design. Rules for me, but not for thee, as the saying goes. Where's Ryu Hayabusa when I need him? I mean, yeah, he's technically be a faster. I love that 360 attack, how he can just do it whenever he feels like, and I get punished for it. Where the fuck did he come from? You see why I hate this boss. Ugh, fuck Ornstein, seriously. I fucking hate him. Ugh, I hate Ornstein. I fucking hate him. I love how every time I think I'm doing good, the game just completely and utterly just fucks me over in any way it can. Oh, you killed Smough in record time. Congratulations. Here's Ornstein taking advantage of the cutscene ending. Whether or not you press the start button to fast forward it, to stab you in the face immediately upon going back to game. Because we hate you and everything that you try to do despite, you know, playing well. Or as good as you think you are. I'm the first person to say I am not good at this game, and even then I'm willing to call bullshit when I see it. Come on! That fucking attack. 360 attacks? Why? Why? Why does he even have those? Why do any of them have those? Why does he even have one? Why do any of them have one? Okay, under the legs. Lock on is a death sentence. So I'm not gonna do it. Are you kidding me? The internet quality is down again. Well, I can't do it now. And he kills me. Nope, he didn't, surprisingly enough. Come on. Come on. Got him. I got him. I got him. Oh, thank you, Lord, heaven and earth. Fuck you, Ornstein. Oh. Two elevators for whatever reason. Thank you, Justin. What's this? Guinevere. Notice one of them is missing. Gwendolyn. And I know the reason why. I know the reason why. Do these elevators both lead to the same upstairs? I'm going to assume that is the case. Yes, I know the quality of the video sucks now, but that's not my fault. That's my piece of shit PS4 not being able to hold on when it counts. And there's a bonfire. Thank you, Lord Christ. Oh. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Amazing chest ahead, indeed. Yes. But it's not exact, and I very much am aware of what chest it is, kind of chest it is. Definitely not the treasure kind, more like the well, the other kind. Helm of Favor. A lot of armor of favor. So yeah, I finally figured out the pattern. I had the pattern figured out several times, in fact. The problem with Ornstein and Smough is just, they're so fucking random. Ornstein with his teleporting, Smough with his charge, which, even when you dodge it, you still get punished for it by the thin air of which comes away from it. But I eventually got it. And of course, freaking Ornstein, when he goes into giant size, you just stay at his feet. I pretty much just did what I did with the Iron Golem. I just stayed at his feet and dodged when he did his jump attack. But I have to like immediately rush back forward just to get under him. And don't even bother. I said this with the Stray Demon. I say it with the Golem. I say it with when Ornstein is in his normal mode, you can get away with it. But with Smough, and especially Giant Ornstein, do not even bother with the targeting, because it's gonna fuck you over, and it has for me. So it's one of those times where it's just like, don't do it. No matter how tempting it is, don't fall for it. And yeah, the Great Sword, I used a Claymore. It didn't do anything. Don't even bother with even the Ultra Great Sword from the Black Knight, because it's just way too slow. Just go with something quicker. In this case, I used the Quelaag Sword, and I'm glad I had it, because both of them are weak to fire. Well, one of them less so. Ornstein is mostly weak to it. Smough not as much, but still, you might as well just go with that. And, I don't know if I want to level up just yet, because I want to use... I know it's like 20,000 points to level up one of my weapons, and I need it because I have the spear. Beforehand, this spear, this level 10, it was the lightning spear that I used to get through Sen's Fortress. I tried to make my old spear into level 10, but I just couldn't do it, because the crafting system in this game is, well, kind of dumb, to be perfectly honest. So, either by accident, I want to say, well, actually no, not by accident. When I went to go do, I found the giant blacksmith down there, of course, and when I saw that how you could reverse the level of the weapons, and the spear 10, and the lightning spear said back to spear 10, and it showed me the option to change it to the Ornstein, I was like, screw it, do it, and do what I did. So soon as I get back to the giant, or I'm going to use the Soul of Ornstein to make the Dragonslayer spear, and along with the Quelaag sword, that'll be one of my go-to weapons for them in the meantime. And earlier in the first part of the Ornstein and Smough boss, I beat Sir Lautric, or however you say his name, and got the Ring of Favor and Protection, and unfortunately it breaks should I take it off, so I'm not going to do that. So, until further notice, I'm sticking with that and Havel's Ring, because honestly, the weight limit is just killing me. So I'm sticking with both of these for the time being. So, yeah, also, when fighting Ornstein and Smough, ditch pretty much all the heavy armor or medium armor, and just go for lightweight stuff like I did. I much prefer the knightly looking stuff that I'm wearing, but do not even bother with any of them when facing ONS, because hit and run is where you're gonna do. If you try to tank it like I did the first couple of times, it's not gonna work. You're just gonna get pummeled into mush, and you have nothing to do about it. Granted, one of the biggest problems of this fight is the fact that you can get cornered and not be able to get out of there. So, but all the same, you might as well just put on the lightest of light armor you have, so you can outrun them. Havel's Ring and the Favor Ring are two best rings, are probably, yeah, I agree, because you know, the Ring of Favor and Protection, at the very least, you know, it boosts your HP and stamina load. So it gives you boosts for all 3 of your base means. And, of course, the ring, the Havel ring, of course, lightens the maximum load, so you're able to walk better. Everything else is, you know, something that you could either deal with, or at least be careful with, or at least at the very least you'll find stuff that'll remedy it anyway, whether it be certain armor, gear, or weapon, what have you. So, Quelaag's sword is definitely a go-to weapon for those two, since it's because of the fire damage. I initially entertained the thought of trying the Black Knight Greatsword. I attempted it with even the Claymore, but the Claymore barely did anything. And given the slower speed, you might as well not even bother with any of them. Just go with a quicker weapon like this, preferably with fire damage. And yeah, funny enough, even though the Quelaag sword has less base damage than the Drake sword, its fire damage more than makes up for it. So either way, yeah, 204 fire damage, so plus yeah, 204 fire damage, so it more than makes up for the base for the slacking in the base attack. And of course, there's going to be a bunch of other weapons that I want to run into later, like Nito's poison sword. Yep, I know about that one. Can't wait to get that one. You're back. Unfortunately, you kind of missed it. I'm pretty much done today anyway. And the stream is not conked out, so the fact that it hasn't is kind of a miracle. I hate that the quality is sadly going to be severely downgraded once you get to that point once the video is officially uploaded on YouTube. So, not my fault, and I really did not want to start the fight all over again. So, yeah, the rain also, unfortunately, like, I don't get it. Every time it rains or the weather turns bad, it screws with the signal. So the fact that it even just now decided to do it is kind of a miracle in itself. So, ONS, I like the look and theme of them, but I hate the actual fight itself. But eventually you can manage them. Again, I went after Smough first. It's easier to go after Ornstein first and then save Smough, from what I'm told. But because Ornstein has the better gear, why would you even go after Smough, personally? So, yeah. And the fact that you can't even do Devil May Cry 3 Agni and Rudra logic on them, because one of them's going to get their health back anyway, so you might as well just go to town on one of them and then focus on the other one anyway, rather than waste your time, which is what I did several times, trying to do both of them, except it's counterproductive because of how awfully balanced the fight is. So, I got nothing. We got a door right there with the best kind of treasure chest ahead. And, I'm not gonna worry about it tonight. I'm fucking tired. The whole Sir Lautric, however you say it. Yep, I just beat them. It took a while, but I eventually got it. I just went to town on Smough, which is what I did a couple of times before I decided to try and micromanage both of them. And then I just went to town on Ornstein by just going at his feet, not even targeting him, trying not to get hit by him. And also, another thing I just figured out, placement in regards to how you enter the second phase is key as well. Like, last time, you'll notice, when I beat Smough, that last time, I was right next to the spot where Ornstein goes into his supersize mode, so I was right at the perfect spot where I could go under his legs and not get sniped by him, which is what happened last time. I was too far away from him, and he just sniped me with his spear, and I could not move. Not helped by the fact that he does it right when the cutscene ends. So the fact that I actually got lucky in tandem of, you know, actually trying to be under his feet completely, honestly helped. So yeah, it's a tough fight. I still think it's an extremely unbalanced fight that I honestly do not understand why people like it. But I guess like everything, once you figure out the pattern and exploit it, it can be defeated, and I managed to do it finally. It only took like a lot fucking forever to do it, but I did. So when I come back tomorrow, I'll go open the door over there. Then I'm gonna go back down there and level up the spear so I can get the Dragonslayer spear. And we will go on from there. So I got nothing. ONS, tough, unbalanced as hell. But I got it. And I do not look forward to ever fighting them ever again. Even on New Game Plus, if I ever do it. So that's gonna be it for today's round of Dark Souls. I'm fucking exhausted. ONS and Sir Lutric exhausted me. I got no more energy. When I come back, we will go into the magic door to the best chest ever, and of course the suffering will continue after that. Ugh. Oh, so much pain, so much suffering, so much death in the future. So thank y'all for tuning in for both parts. Thank y'all for putting up with my bitching and ranting, however justified, for me personally. And I'll see y'all later tomorrow with more Dark Souls. Like, share, subscribe, and so on and so forth.